Okay guys, in this video we're going to be looking at Decky Loader and the benefits that it brings to your Steam Deck. Now it's pretty easy to install. You can see here it will change the vibrancy of the Steam Deck. It's pretty pale at times, but it's not for every game. You can actually change the saturation. You've got this extra option here where you can set up the colour of the Steam Deck to what you think it should look like, and it certainly does make quite a difference. On the graphics here, it does make it a little bit more vibrant, stick out, and then some people calling it like an OLED display, which obviously is a lot of nonsense, but it does certainly make the colours and graphics pop out a little bit more. Is it artificial? Who knows. Anyway guys, let's get started and I'll show you how to actually get Decky Loader onto your Steam Deck. Okay guys, so first thing you need to do is go and press your Steam button and go down to your settings. A couple of things we need to make sure are ticked before we actually go to installing Decky Loader onto your device. So if you go down to System and go down to Enable Developer Mode, make sure that is actually switched on. Quite important because otherwise you won't be able to actually do this part of it. There is another setting that you need to make sure is connected, and we'll show you where that is. So now that you've got the developer mode turned on, if you go into this option down at the bottom here, scroll down, don't need any of that nonsense. Yep, so make sure that the CEF remote debugging is ticked on as well. Two options that are quite important to make sure that these are on before you can actually do this option. Okay, now that you've done that, press Steam button again, go to power, and let's switch to the desktop mode. Now at this point you can probably connect yourself a mouse so that you can navigate the screen easier enough, but for me I've kind of got used to using the Steam button and using the trackpad, so I'm really not going to bother. So the first thing you really should do is go on to your browser. There's something you need to do here, that you need to copy and paste a link to the Decky Loader itself before we actually go into installing it. So if you open up Google and type in Decky Loader, get rid of this for a second. So Decky Loader here, all you need to do is do the first one here. It's the github.com one. Just click on that. Okay, so the guide in full is sort of here. You need to open up the console app on here, which I'll show you in a little second. If you've not done this before, then you will have to enter the command password, as it says a PASSWD. Obviously if you've already done it you can skip that, but most likely you haven't, and then you'll be prompted to create a new password. The text will not be visible, so after you press enter you need to type the password again. Now I'd just keep your password simple, even just have it as password in full. It really doesn't matter what it is, but you'll need to remember that for installing this later on. So before you actually go to the console, this is why I've sort of directed you to this website here. You need to make sure that you copy the latest release link here, which is here. So you can do that and copy this link, because you're going to have to paste it into the console app when you open it up. So if you sort of highlight this using your cursor, as so, right click and then left click, and you can copy it, and then you will need that for when you go into the console app. So if you followed that first part, go on to your console app, which is under applications. If you're not sure where it is, it's in applications here. And just scroll down until you actually find the console app and then open it up. You see it's down here under K for console, there it's there. So just open that up and you will then have this. And obviously if you've not done the password part, just go through those options that I've just put on the screen, and then all you need to do is paste in what we've just copied basically. So if you just choose that, then paste that in, and then just press enter, and it will start to install Decky Loader for you. So when you've done all that guys, you really need to jump back to gaming mode, so make sure you just return to gaming mode. Okay guys, once you've got it installed, just go, you may have to reboot, but once you go, press this little button down here, and then you will have Decky installed. You may not have Vibrant Deck installed automatically. You'll have to go to the home button there, look like a little house or a shop or something, and then choose the install that you want. There are a few other things here. This is the one that I've been using to sort of fix the colours and vibrancy of the screen or saturation. This is the one you have to install to give you that option on your screen. You may install that and then you may have to do a reboot again. And there are other options here as well that you may want to have a look at. Some interesting ones that were quite cool. You've got an audio loader, Bluetooth notebook, remote play, whatever, get a blah blah blah. Lots of different things. Pretty interesting, to be honest. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Animation changers, radio, etc. So you can probably mess about with that. But obviously for the purpose of this video, we're just looking at the vibrant deck to change the colours and maybe make some games pop a little bit more. Because some games definitely look a little bit pale. Once you start using this, you'll probably not go back. So obviously once you go into vibrant deck and it's installed, you can go in here and you can mess about with some of the settings. There's lots of different options here. The main one that you're probably going to be messing about with is the saturation, which changes the colour sort of brightness of your screen. Let's put on a game to show you what we've done at the start of the video. Was playing Monkey Island. Let's try a different game to sort of show the differences that you see in game. Fallout New Vegas is probably a good option to try because it's pretty bland at times when you're looking at it. The standard setting for saturation is usually 100. Now once you go back you can see it does, this is the standard how it looks, and it does look a little bit bland. Now this is obviously a bland game, fair enough, okay, I get it, but once you start messing about it's really difficult to go back to this original setting. So once you sort of go in here, you can change the saturation up. You can see the difference. It sort of starts to make things pop out a little bit more. As you can see, it definitely makes things look a little bit richer and more vibrant. And I think once you actually go here, it's really tough to go back, I'll be honest. And once you see things looking so nice, maybe it's unnatural, I don't know. But it definitely does make a massive difference, and once you've got it installed you'll probably not go back. I'll set the vibrant saturation to 100 again. You can see it kind of looks okay, no big deal, but it definitely makes a difference once you start setting those saturation levels up a little bit, and it definitely pops things a bit more. And you probably don't really notice things or anything wrong, I mean it looks fine. But once you start messing about with it, it certainly makes a massive difference. So I'll pause this and we'll sort of change the back to 130 or 40. Let's put it up to 140. And you can sort of see the difference. Things definitely start to pop. Things look so much more vibrant, don't they? And I'm not sure what the sweet spot is, to be honest. You're probably going to have to mess about that with yourself, but you're going to have to mess about with that and get your own settings for yourself. But I think it definitely makes a difference, and I think it's something I'm glad I've installed, and I would definitely urge anyone else to have a look and install it. It certainly helps me and makes a difference, makes the games look that little bit sweeter. Oh, no grenades. Now this is not how you play Halo. You'll die instantly if you play Halo like this. This is original Halo on the Xbox app. Great game. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the video today. Hope this helped you with Decky Loader. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
I'm on your side.
What? Sorry? Oh, couldn't hear a word he was saying there.
Watch it.
Sorry.
No sign of him.
Yes, bye guys.